Start recording. Ayan. So guys, once again, welcome to our weekend stock review for Stock Silog, no? And this is for this week, Saturday, October 3. And as you can see here, nilagay ko na yung ano. In case you haven't checked dun sa mga nag-aabang ng mga dividends, we all know PLDT and TEL are really good at least they are really consistent in giving out dividends every year. Okay? So, yan. So, sinama ko lang sila dito dahil wala lang, nakita ko lang siya. And this is not actually mine, but this is AP Securities post. Kinopya ko lang, so credit goes to them. Okay. Now, yung format natin for this stock review is as usual. We have the fundamental and technicals. Okay, on the fundamental, we will be talking about the news and the earnings, and then the technical naman, we will be talking about the trend pattern, and then of course the guidance. No, so guidance, we have either you are a holder or entry. Okay, when we say holder, pag may hawak ka na ng stock, what you can do about it. And entry naman is kung wala ka pang hawak nun and you're just watching or nasa watchlist mo siya, then this one will be for you. Okay? Now, the review will be from starting right now up until 10 p.m. No, so in case you won't be able to catch on, don't worry. We have a recording. So yung timestamp natin is there. Will be posted in our YouTube channel. Okay? So in case hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe, please do so. Ito, I'll post it here. Ayan. And then pin ko na rin siya para at least mas madali niyo makita, ano. Ayan. So just like the usual, yung recording nitong video na to will be uploaded sa YouTube channel natin by tomorrow with timestamp and of course the stock code para mas madali na ninyo siyang ma-review. Okay? So ayan. And then last but not the least, hindi pa pala yung last, no? So just a disclaimer, everything that we talk about here is just for research purposes only. Kayo pa rin yung pipindot ng buy or sell button. So, keep an open mind and take everything with a grain of salt. Okay? Last but not the least, as we always say, don't predict, react. Okay? No one knows kung ano mangyayari sa market. Pwedeng lumipad ito, pwedeng hindi. Depende kung anong trip niya. But what we can do here is we can just react to the movement of the market. When we say react to the movement of the market, kung halimbawa umabot siya doon sa support line natin, then it's either we sell or we buy. Ganun lang naman, di ba? Whenever it reaches our resistance, of course, we take profit or partial take profit. Ganun lang siya. Okay? So, I hope this is clear. No? Kasi, if you are like me na lurking on different Facebook groups, no? I'm not sure kung nabalitaan nyo na, si Marvin Hermo, there was a petition to asking him to stop recommending stocks dahil daw isa daw siyang malaking sell signal, which sorry to tell, but that kind of thinking is plain crap. At least in my opinion, kasi everything that we do here is just to analyzing the stocks, the stock market, the chart, and these are all opinions. Walang tama, walang mali dito. Okay, so if you in case follow the recommendation, just like what I've said kanina, kayo ang pumipindot nun. So I do hope na hindi naman natin siya bigyan ng negative connotation, no? Kasi kawawa din naman yung tao, He really has a really good smile. I don't know. Some people would see it na parang weird, but I find it really pleasant. No? So kudos to Marvin Hermo. I have attended a couple of his talks, and he's really good, I would say. Of course, sa lahat naman ng analysis, hindi naman lahat nagkakatotoo, and that's part of it. Okay? So ayun. That's about it. Now let's go to the stocks. Asan tayo? Okay. So these are all the things that we will be talking about today. Okay? Now we'll start with now. Asan na yung ano ko? Okay. Okay, so with now, at least kahapon I have seen a news na they have partnered with the largest Vietnamese telecoms company. No, and this partnership will bring ICT products and solutions to the Philippines. Okay, so I think this is a really good news for Now Corp, who has been, I would say, just approved for a franchise for as a fourth telco here in the Philippines. Okay, so I think that is really a good news. By the way, this partnership with Vietel, tama ba yung pagkaka-pronounce ko? But anyways, this is, as I've mentioned, the largest telecom provider in Vietnam, and meron silang ang tawag ito, meron silang exposure, or they're offering their services not just in Vietnam actually, but in a lot of countries in Southeast Asia. So this is not hindi ito yung parang pucho-pucho lang na telecom services, but this is actually a legit one. So I think this is also why the stock prices have been raising rapidly in the past couple of days, no? Because of this news. Okay? Now, ang impact, does it have an immediate impact? No, wala pa, dahil usually sa mga ganitong klaseng news, it would take months. Okay? So, just giving you a heads up on that one. So, bakit tumataas yung presyo because of that news? Well, syempre, anticipation and excitement of the market. And at the same time, telcos are kinda the most hyped sector today. I'm not sure kung napansin niyo yun, but yeah. Okay, now in terms of the chart naman, as we can see here, the stock is on an uptrend. Okay, it recently broken its resistance. Itong big green candle na to. This was the time wherein now was announced as the fourth telco. No? Yun nga lang, the next day umangat siya pero binentahan ulit, and then medyo nagkasunod-sunod yung red candle, but then it's okay. This is what we call the pullback, and this is a healthy one for now. The good thing is that kung napansin niyo, hindi na siya umabot doon sa 263. Okay? So right now the stock is trading at 372. Let's try to find a resistance for now. Okay, so this is the first one that I can see at 365, but as we have seen here, mukhang na beat na niya yon. So the next one is, I think eto na. Okay, ayan. Oh, okay. At 429. Just check this out. Mukhang solid itong 429 ha. Kasi if you see here, itong big red candle na to. Ito na ba yung pinakamalaki? Ayan. Eksakto yung pag-abot niya dito sa 429, and then nauntog na siya, and then nag-pull back or umatras na siya yung presyo niya. No? So the good thing is 365 is doing well. Yun nga lang, we are seeing that this could be a major resistance for Now Corporation. Okay? Tingnan natin kung gaano kalaki ito. About 15% more. So, not bad. Okay. So, having said that, in terms of the guidance, kung may hawak kayong Now, then I would say 365 should hold or must hold. Otherwise, we can also place another cut loss here sa 330. Okay? Naglagay lang ako ng isa pa dito dahil I know that this is just one candle. So, hindi pa siya ganun ka-strong. No? Let's see kung ano yung itsura niya ng... Oh, okay. Medyo malaki pa ang nasa buy side, bid side ng Now, which is good. That means potentially on Monday it could open higher. Ang tanong na lang is kung anong presyo siya magko-close. Okay? So ayan, once again, if I am a holder of Now, most likely I will just hold on to it and see how the market would move further. Okay? And then I will be setting my cut loss at 330. While my target price will be 429. Okay? So same thing then if you are waiting for a pullback from with Now, a potential entry point will be at 330 kung bababa pa siya. Kung hindi, then baka wag na muna. No? Kasi just watch out for itong range na to. From 365 hanggang 429. Dahil I think yun yung magiging next potential pattern. Okay? So ayan, that's my take on Now. Let me just try to check dito sa comment box, baka meron akong na-miss out. Albert. Hey bro, kumusta? SCC, MBT. Singit natin si subukan natin kung kakayanin. SCC, tapos MBT meron na, LTG. Okay. Uy, Ramon, good evening din. Good evening din sa'yo. James is ACEN at saka APL. Ano yung APL? May APL na yata ako na ilagay dito. Yeah, meron ng APL. Kay Dennis naman, East-West, Aboitiz, Bloom meron na, and then Cebu Pacific. Ayan. Sabi ni James, parang pang long term ang nawat dito. Hard to say. Kasi when we say kasi long term, well, of course, most of the stocks, okay sila for long term. Kahit na mga penny stocks are okay for long term. Volatile lang sila pero I would say good for long term. With Now and dito kasi I can see the hype going on around these two stocks. However, guys, yung two big giants, Globe and PLDT, they will not just sit around and watch Now and dito to get their market shares. Okay? They will definitely make a move on that. So, don't discount those big giants. Okay? Yun lang. Yun yung sa akin. Yun yung take ko on that. If you will ask me kung saan pa rin ako with the telco, I would still go with Tel and Globe, to be honest. I know medyo negative yung sa kanila, yung sentiment sa kanila, but they've made that mark already sa market, and it's not that easy to let go, especially sa management team nila. So ayan. Okay? Ayan, so that's my take on Now, and then let's go to the next one, which is dito. Save ko lang to. Okay. Now, as we can see, dito has been rallying since kailan ba to? Kailan nag-start? August. So, from August na 253 all the way to 576 kahapon. Okay? So, ano yung mga news dito? As we know, yung Bayanihan 2 law that has just been passed. Actually, ang Bayanihan 2, meron kasi itong part ng provision nila is yung an easier permit to build cell towers, and at the same time yung cell tower sharing. Okay? So nakapaloob yun dun sa Bayanihan 2 law. All telcos magbe-benefit doon. Okay? But then as of right now, I can say that dito have the better advantage para doon sa part na yon. Dahil number one, in terms of permit, mas madadalian na sila. And then number two, with the cell tower sharing, they can even multiply yung kanilang reach, no? Which as I've mentioned, covered lahat ng telco dito, hindi lang naman ng dito and now, but especially Globe and NPLDT. Okay, it's just that the sentiment right now is with dito. Yun lang yung difference. That's why si dito nakikita ko na mag-benefit on that in the short term. Okay? In the short term. Ayan. So, ayan, that was the latest news that I have seen with dito, and obviously the market is very appreciative of that news, and nakikita natin dito na the price is just climbing, and right now it's 576. Now, if we try, no, kung mapansin nyo, no, yung RSI is sobrang taas na niya. I think almost 90 na yata. 88. Okay? RSI is at 88. That means it's already overbought. However, for parabolic runs like what we are seeing here with dito, etong RSI na to can be ignored. At least in my view. For parabolic runs kasi, ang tinitingnan natin dyan is the price movement. Normal na talaga na maging overbought yung RSI, maging na mataas ang RSI ng isang stock na nasa parabolic run. That's very normal. No? And sometimes mas matagal siya doon, potentially mas mataas pa yung pwede niyang puntahan. Okay? Now, having said that, let me try and see kung makakahanap tayo. Alam ko nakapaglagay na ako. Ayun, meron na nga. Okay. So, immediate resistance for dito, actually na-surpass na niya, break na niya ulit yung resistance at 560 kahapon. And that's why we are seeing na nag-close ito at 576. The next potential resistance is at 712 na. So, medyo mataas na to. I mean, mataas na talaga yung next na nakikita kong resistance for dito. And it doesn't have, at least as of today or as of yesterday, yung bid niya is still high. No? We can see here na it has 880,000 na buyers. Okay? However, kung mapapansin nyo rito on the seller side, meron nang nag-aabang sa 580 of almost 3 million volume. So this is 3 times 5, 15 million. This is 15 million worth of shares, of value for on the seller side. Okay? Add to that, ito pang 1 million almost, 600. So medyo numinipis yung nasa buy side, while kumakapal naman sa seller side. So ingat tayo dyan. Ang tingin ko, sa mga ganitong klaseng run kasi, ang mahalaga is makakuha tayo ng pullback, no? Especially for those who are still watching, and kung doon naman sa mga gusto pang makapag-add more. Okay? So, ayan. Now, on this one, in terms of the guidance, just like what I have said, kung may hawak ka na netong dito and we are seeing it here, then siguro you can just hold on. Most likely, mababa yung inyong average price. So, just hold and see kung saan pupunta yung market. Okay? And then, kung makakapaglagay ako ng cut loss points, the first one should be itong 6 pesos, 560. Okay? Yun nga lang kasi isang solid candle pala nakikita natin dyan eh. So, medyo weak pa itong 560 na to. So, yung next potential support na nakikita ko sa kanya is actually here na. No, 5 pesos. Yeah, 5 pesos is the next support line for dito. Okay? So, as long as hindi pa siya bumababa ng 5 pesos, then hayaan nyo lang muna. Kasi, obviously, may, ano pa yan, may gas pa itong si dito. No? Hindi ko lang alam kung gaano siya kataas. Yun lang yung hindi natin alam. So, resistance or target price is 7 pesos or 7.12. Now, doon naman sa mga nag-aabang, just like what I have said, wait for the pullback, potentially, baka nasa 5 pesos. No? If 5 pesos holds, then that's a good news for dito holders. Okay? So, ayan, that's my take on dito. Next up is Chelsea. Actually, silang dalawa. Well, syempre, isang kumpanya lang naman halos. Itong dalawa na to, no? But as we can see here, Chelsea has been really doing well in the past 3 weeks. No? Just like what is happening with dito, nagkakaroon na rin siya ng parabolic run. As characterized by this green candles and then high volume. No? Kay Chelsea, wala akong masyado, ano bang news na parang wala akong masyadong maalala na may specific news ito. Most likely na nadadala lang to ni ni dito. Well, at least on the sentiment part. Market sentiment. Okay? Now, having said that, hanap tayo ng pwede natin mapagkukunan ng resistance. Kasi etong ayun. Cut loss point, I can see it at around 480. While target price, usually I would go with this. Siya pa din. Okay, siya pa din. 640. Ayan. So, if you are a holder of Chelsea, then siguro hold on. Hold lang muna. And then, watch when this support line or if this support line will also hold. Otherwise, of course, sell. Pag nag-bounce pa naman, then that means 640 could be a reality for Chelsea. Okay? So, ayan. Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ka ng entry for Chelsea, then I would still go with 470. 480 pala, I mean. 480, yeah, 480. Potential bounce from 480. So, just like, hopefully, maging ganito siya, no? Magkaroon ng pullback, and then from here, ganyan. Hopefully. Okay? Yun yung term doon, hopefully. However, you can still use that as a guidance, no? Yun nga yung sinasabi natin dito. These are just guidance. So, kung halimbawang mag-bounce from 479 or from 480, then that means it could potentially go to the target price, no? So, ayan. That's my take on Chelsea. Okay. Before I move on to the next stock, just a personal disclaimer, I did not buy any of those three. Actually, I bought now pero nung couple of months back pa. And nakapag-take profit na ako dyan at 12% lang yata yung nakuha ko. Pero wala eh, ganun talaga. At least kumita kahit konti. And nung nakita ko yung pag-rally kasi ni dito ni Chelsea at saka especially ni Now, sabi ko medyo alanganin na ako dito. And that is actually not my kind of play, or that's not my favorite setup. So hindi ko na siya tinake risk. So sabi ko lang, well, kung umangat, then congratulations doon. Pagka hindi naman din, okay lang, at least wala na ako doon. Okay? So I hope you try to do the same. If it's not your setup, then don't. Okay? If it's not your play, then don't. Kasi may ipit ka lang. Kung lumipad siya, then okay. Lumipad. That's life. Ganun talaga. Okay? But then right now, I am quite happy with my portfolio. Later on, well, hindi ko siya papakita sa inyo, of course. Pero some of those, I do mention din naman, di ba? Like for example, si ACEN at saka si Green. I still hold them, and Green is doing well, and ACEN is doing well, and then the other stocks that I have are also doing well. Hindi kasing ganda nung ginagawa ni Chelsea, ni Now, at saka ni Dito, but I am happy with what I have. Ayan. So, ganun lang yung ginagawa kong strategy. Okay? So, next. Asan pa tayo? Dito, okay, si Meg. Meron bang, tingnan ko kung merong news kay, meron bang news kay Meg? Parang wala naman yata. Kasi Meg is, there had been a news nung nakaraan, hindi ko alam kung sinong government agency naglabas noon, saying na the demand for the property sector has returned from a pre-COVID na demand. But I doubt, well, siguro naman they have the data to support it, but parang logically for me, hindi ko siya makita na possible. No? Kasi we are still in the pandemic period, and kung halimbawa ako may pera ako, why would I buy a property at this stage? Unless bagsak presyo. And if bagsak presyo yon, then that means lesser earnings or profit for the property sector. So ayan, umiikot lang ako dun sa ganong thinking. That's why sabi ko parang ang weird. Even other big giants, property giants like Ayala and SM, they have released some of their parang not prediction, but at least yung kanilang, anong tamang correct term doon? Expectation nila for the future. No? When I say future, in the next 3 months, yung pagtapos nitong 2020. And for Ali and SMPH, they have already mentioned na hindi magiging, or they won't be meeting the same target that they had from last year. So, they're expecting na lower profit. Okay? So, ayun. And for Meg, of course, I would say same thing. And then also add to that yung sa Bayanihan 2 na law. As we know, yung POGOs are also nagkaroon ng increase sa kanilang franchise fee from 2% na naging 5%. And mas stringent na yung kanilang parang mga tax. Hindi ko alam yung tamang term Si Albert yan, baka alam ni Albert to. But yung mas stringent na yung kanilang tax requirement, something like that. No? Ang worry ko doon is of course, pag natakot ng gusto yung POGOs, then they can pull out. And MEG is the second largest pagdating doon sa office leasing na may exposure sa POGOs. So, not a good sign for MEG. Okay? Now, on the chart side naman, we can see na MEG is doing a sideways. Sobrang sideways na itong MEG na to right now. And price range of 245 hanggang 340. No? So it's kind of boring for MEG at the moment dahil halos nasa gitna na siya nung price range, no? So for this one wala eh. Kung nasa gitna ka, then you can just watch. Ano lang to, kumbaga waiting game kung ano yung mangyayari sa kanya. And there's no clear picture for me at least on this one kung saan siya pwedeng pumunta. Okay? So having said that, then the support is medyo meron tayo nakikita rito etong part na to, no? At 285. So siguro I would set it there as the immediate support, and that will also be the immediate cut loss point. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa meron kang hawak na MEG, then siguro you can just hold muna sa ngayon dahil, well, wala tayong magagawa. It's on the consolidation eh. Diba? Siguro just watch for 285. Hopefully, that holds. No? Pag nabasag, of course, as we always say here, if nabasag yung support mo, then you just have to cut it. Okay? And then target price still 340. Okay. Same thing para sa mga nag-aabang. So 285. But hindi, kung nag-aabang ka, I would still go with 245. Wait on the 245. Or breakout ng 340. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on MEG. Next is MBT. Okay. Now, dito kay MBT, so same thing, no? Wala akong masyadong narinig na any significant news. Still, the Bayanihan 2 na law is still in effect dito kay MBT dahil as we know, isa din dun sa provision with MBT is with the banking sector is the approval nung one-time 60-day moratorium, parang loan extension moratorium, something like that, wherein if hindi mo kayo magbayad, then banks should allow you to extend the grace period to on a one-time 60-day extension. Effect nito sa banks is of course yung potential delay din ng profit nila or nung kita nila because of that. Okay. I'm just trying to find some article kung how big of an impact that is in terms of their bottom line. Wala pa akong makitang data on those, no? However, on the chart we can see na at least MBT is doing well, no? It is on the sideways move, no? From 33 hanggang 43 pesos. But as we can see here, the stock is doing higher highs, no? Kasi kung mapapansin natin dito, no? So from the support noong September 2, the stock price is now going up, which is good. So hopefully 43 pesos will come in the next couple of weeks. Sana. I am hoping. Wala akong hawak na MBT, but I am hoping for those na may hawak. Okay? So once again, kung may hawak ang MBT, then just hold muna and see how it goes. Cut loss price is, I can say, kasi medyo mataas na no? So siguro you can go with 36. Parang meron yata. Okay, 36 36.20 yung makikita kong cut loss price. And then of course 43 pesos ang target price. Kung halimbawa nag-aabang ka naman with kay MBT, then same thing. Kung nag-aabang ka, siguro you can just forget this 36 pesos and then antay ka lang at 33 and then target at 43 pesos. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on MBT. Next, CHP. Namla ko ah. Okay. So, Cemex Holding Philippines. Last week, if I'm not mistaken, merong news na lumabas about sa parent company ng Cemex na they are ano bang tamang term doon? They will be streamlining their operations in the next 3 years in Asia Pacific. Okay? When streamlining the operation is a fancy word na ang ibig sabihin is they will cut those department, location, market wherein hindi maganda yung kinikita ng Cemex sa Asia Pac. Okay? And unfortunately, at least on the paper, Philippines operations ng Cemex is not doing well. So there is a good chance that the operation here in the Philippines might be halted. Either they close it out or they will be selling it. So either of those two could happen. Okay, but then it's still not clear at this time the specifics kung paano gagawin ng streamlining of operations. Yun lang yung hunch ko around this. Okay, as we know, CHP is not doing well in terms of the cash flow in the past 3 years, 'di ba? That's why medyo big deal nga yung potential sell dapat or buyout ni SMC nung nakaraan kay CHP. Tama ba si CHP yun? I think that is CHP. Ay, Holcim pala yun. Sorry. Napag-ano ko na sila. But, sige. So, erase that part nung kay SMP. But, nevertheless, ayun. Ang hunch ko is that Cemex Philippines might be on the chopping board. Okay? So, next question is why is it still rallying kung nasa chopping board siya? Simply put, it has already met its bottom. So, traders think na the risk has already been priced in kay Cemex, and that's why they are now trying to enter the stock for a potential bounce. No? And that's what we are seeing here. Also, nag-release na rin ng statement ang government na magre-resume na or dahan-dahan na nagre-resume yung mga projects nila where Cemex is of course involved in. Maybe not directly pero at least part sila nung development. Okay? Now, on the chart side naman, as we can see, Cemex is actually doing well. It is already on an uptrend. No? As we can see here, from here, medyo steep lang siya, pero that's a good one. Okay? Muntik na siyang umabot ng 175. Yung nga lang nauntog. So, we are seeing it here, nasa around 155 pesos. 155 tuloy. 155 na siya yung presyuhan niya ngayon. Now, kung may hawak akong Cemex, what I'll do is I'll just wait it out. Kung maganda naman, kung nakakuha ako below 140, then I can set the 140 as my cut loss point. Okay? And then still target is 175. Kung halimbawa nag-aabang naman ako kay Cemex, same thing, 140. I'll wait for the bounce galing kay 140 and then target kay 175. Gano'ng kalaki to? About 23%. So, not bad. Not bad. Okay. So, ayan. That's my take on CEMEX. Next. Wow. Almost 1 hour na tayo pero nasa taas pa rin. Just like the usual, ang bagal ko talaga. Anyways, sige, I'll try to 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 make it quicker this time. Okay. So, GTCAP. Wala akong masyadong nakuhang news kay GTCAP. Tingnan natin quickly. Wala din. Kay Papa Marvin lang ng mga Okay, sige. So if wala din, I'll go straight to the chart na lang, no. So GTCAP is doing a consolidation, a very very long consolidation. Started way back nung COVID was about starting, no. And with the price range of 360 hanggang 531. Okay? As we can see here, the price is already almost malapit na sa 360 or 366. Excuse me. So, not doing well, to be honest, for GTCAP. If may hawak kang GTCAP, then wala na, malapit ka na rin naman. So, teka ha. Okay. Sige. If may hawak akong GTCAP, I would have already sold it. Okay? I would have already sold it for dahil, to be honest, namabagalan na ako sa kanya. And if we look at the composition of GTCAP, we have Toyota Motors, we have Philinvest, we have, ano pa yung isa? Generali ba? Kalimutan ko na. Pero yeah, nevertheless, yung composition kasi niya is they are not that resilient, no, sa pandemic. So hindi ganun kaganda yung yung sentiment dito kay GTCAP. And kung mapapansin natin sa price niya, mukhang even the traders are not giving GTCAP room for bounce, no? Even the volume, kung mapapansin niyo dito sa baba, medyo mababa na talaga siya. So, kung may hawak akong GTCAP, I'll sell it and move on to a more active stock na lang. Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ka pa lang kay GTCAP, then 360 bounce from 360 would be good, so that you can maximize the potential profit mo at 531. Okay, so ayan, that's my take on GTCAP. Okay, next is MPI. MPI is very good these days, no? But before that, let me go to the to the comment box. Let's see here. Saan ba ako nag-stop? Kay James, yung dun sa long term now and dito. Geshmark BPI. Geshmark, I don't think aabuti pa natin si BPI kasi tingin ko hindi natin mauubos na rin lahat nung stock natin right now. Same thing with Picor, Jord. Tapos si Emerson, grabe kasi waterfall sa intraday, sir. Risky. Are you referring doon kay dito at saka kay doon sa tatlo? Yeah. Especially kay dito. Medyo at least at its price. Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. Wilcon kay Joseph, I think merong Wilcon DNL, wala. Pero I don't think aabutin natin siya. Si James, what can you say about now Corp partners with Vietnam's Viettel for ICT solution in Philippines? As I mentioned kanina, this is a good news for now. for now Corp. Potential effect, most likely we could see that in the next few months pa, dahil maraming kailangang preparation ang gawin dito. The next question here is yung product and services ba na nadadalhin nila sa market, will it be better than what Globe and Tel are already doing? Or even Converge, na which is papasok pa nga pala, no, this October. Hindi ko alam kung kailan specific, but this October ang IPO niya. So, yun, depende siya. Depende kung ano yung pangalan nito. Kung ano ang gagawin na product and services for Now Corp. Okay? Sabi ni Permark, ano po yung take nyo sa magiging epekto sa market natin dahil COVID si President Trump? Okay. Not really with President Trump, but with the US market. No? Hindi ko lang nasubaybayan, pero I'm not sure kung gaano kalaki ang impact nung pag-positive ni Trump sa COVID sa market, sa Dow Jones at saka sa S&P 500, no? Hindi ko siya nakita, pero basically doon ko na lang titingnan yung potential na effect sa market natin, kasi ganoon din naman halos almost sinusundan din naman natin yung market movement nila doon. So kung bumaba, then most likely baka bumaba rin tayo. So same thing. Okay? Sabi ni Vicente, Federal Land. Ay, oo, tama, not PhilInvest. Thank you. And PhilAXA, yun yung iniisip ko. Sabi ko sana kanina Manulife, kaya nga lang, hindi nga pala, iba nga pala yung Manulife. Yeah, PhilAXA and Federal Land. And ayun pa pala, ayun. So I think that's one thing that I would like to add kay GTCAP, no? Kasi Federal Land, as I've mentioned kanina, yung dun sa POGOs, Federal Land has the biggest exposure sa POGOs of all the stocks that we have sa property sector. So ayun, that's also another negative potential negative news for GTCAP. Sabi ni Mimi, how about macro? So si Mac. Baka hindi na natin abutin si Mac. Sorry, Mimi. So, ayan. Okay, now, going back. So, MPI. Okay. Si MPI has just announced its 5 billion buyback program, which started kailan ba? Nag-start lang siya this week. Tama ba? This week. It was originally scheduled way back in February. Kaso, because of COVID na delay, so or hinold muna nila yung buyback program. And then now, they have already reinstated yung program na yon. So that means buyback programs is really good for investors and traders because it gives more value to the trading public. So that's what I think why, kung napansin nyo rito, merong malaking gap. No? Saka na ito. See this gap here? I think that's the reason. Because of that news ng buyback program. Okay, and it's 5 billion. Medyo malaki yun. Wala silang binigay na details kung hanggang kailan. Most likely until maubos yung 5 billion. And hindi ko rin alam kung sino yung mag-handle. May idea ba kayo guys kung sino mag-handle kung sinong broker mag-handle nung buyback ni MPI? Kasi for me it matters. May mga okay sa buyback na mga brokers, may mga hindi ganun kaganda. So, ayan. Okay? Now, in terms of the technicals naman, we can see na MPI is doing well. It's actually now on an uptrend. Okay? And naglagay ako dito nung head and shoulders kasi I thought na, well, yeah, it's about to move into a head and shoulder pattern. No? However, mukhang umaangat na ulit itong si MPI. Although valid pa rin naman siya kasi hindi pa naman nabi-breach itong upper neckline, no? So it's still valid. But I hope na ma-break na niya yan. I hope. Okay? Now, having said that, kung may hawak akong MPI, then I'll just wait kung ano mga pwede mangyari. Yung target ko na 385, yeah, around 385. Most likely I'll be, hindi, kaya na ba 385 or actually 390 na nga pala to, no? Yeah. I would say 390. So target price is 390 and then cut loss still remains at 342. Etong part na to, 342. Okay? And target is 390. So kung holder, wait lang, antay, tingnan natin kung anong gagawin niya. Once it reaches or malapit na sa 390, then you might want to partial take na your profit. Kung nag-aabang naman, well, 342 pa rin. Or a potential breakout sa 4 pesos for MPI. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on MPI. Next up is DMC. Okay. Si DMC, meron bang wala namang significant news from DMC. This was 24 pa. 15 megawatt coal project proposed in Palawan. Well, it's just a proposal, so nothing new here. I mean, it's not significant yet. Okay. So, mukhang wala namang significant news for DMC. Now, let's go on the technicals, no? As we can see here, the stock is doing sideways. Consolidation din siya. Just like the other stocks that we have talked kanina. So, price range of 330 hanggang 475. And right now, medyo nasa kalagitnaan itong si DMC. So, quite boring for me. So, wala. Ganun talaga. If may hawak akong DMC, then I'll just wait kung anong mga pwedeng gawin. Cut loss at 384. Target 477. Okay? And then, kung nag-aabang naman ako kay DMC, then I can go in at bounce from 384, no? Pero with this one, since medyo mabagal yung galawan ni DMC, then might as well wait kung aabot siya ng 330. Okay? And then still 475 ang target price ko for DMC. Okay? So ayan, that's my take on DMC. Next up is dumabali si Meg. PGOLD. Okay. PGOLD, same thing din. Alam ko nag-open sila ng preferred shares. Ito ba yun? PGOLD. Okay. Fixed rate corporate notes pala. Hindi, I thought preferred shares yung i-open up nila. So, yep. Fixed rate corporate notes worth 12 billion. Proceeds will be utilized for business expansion by opening more PureGold and ACEN stores across the country. Yep. So, Okay, this is, well, this is corporate notes naman kasi, which is, for me, it's still, I would say it's still debt. uh, sa akin kasi it's either cash or debt. Yun lang yun. If it's not cash, then it's debt. But corporate notes kasi it's another monster na hindi ko masyadong kabisado. But nevertheless, yun na yun. Okay. Now, in terms of the chart, we can see na itong si PGOLD is mukhang nag-peak out na siya sa 54 pesos. And from then on, makikita natin na nag umatras na talaga siya rito, no? So, wala. This is a consolidation na on this area from 46.50 hanggang 54 pesos. So, yun yung pinaka-range niya. If I have PGOLD, then my cut loss point will be still 46.50 and target 54 pesos. So, same thing din kung halimbawang nag-aabang ka ng, or mag-aabang ako ng price na for entry kay PGOLD, same thing. 46.50. Excuse me. Okay. So, ayan. That's my take on PGOLD. Next is URC. Okay. So, kay URC naman, alam ko na-complete na yung ano yun, yung isang milling na binili ng URC. Ayun, listed. Ayun yung sa RHI. Sale of asset for consumer. Sugar and ethanol producer. Okay, anong asset ito? Alam ko ito yung milling eh. If I'm not mistaken. Ayun, sugar mill and ethanol plant sa Negros. So they have already completed that sale, sold by Rojas Holdings to Universal Robina. Now they are, if we recall, a couple of weeks back, nagkaroon ng changes sa corporate structure ng URC. Because before, more on consumer foods lang siya. But then, they have also added yung production ng ethanol, no? Since medyo maganda yung demand for alcohol nowadays, so I think that's the reason why they tried to venture into that ano na rin. And they have the capability din kasi to produce ethanol. So good move. This is a good move for URC, adding more potential products sa lineup nila. In terms of the chart, we can see na, oh, okay. So URC is still on a consolidation from 116 hanggang 135. 148. Okay. And as we can see here, itong si URC, okay. So this is good. Na-break na niya itong MA200 and MA50 kahapon. And also the 135 na resistance. So hopefully magtuloy-tuloy itong si URC. If I have URC, then I'll just wait kung anong gagawin niya. And then of course, I'll still set a cut loss price na 135. Okay? Now, same thing for those who are watching or would like to enter URC. I think with this one, it's well, isa pa lang naman, no? So might as well wait for the next candle on Monday. Kung mag-hold kung mag-hold pa rin itong si 135 before before entering. Kasi kung mapansin natin, no, there is also this golden cross na nabuo dito sa part na to ng URC. Okay? So, ayan, that's my take on URC. Next is JFC. Okay, so JFC had a really good rally last week. Yun nga lang, nag-peak out. Nag-peak out siya dito sa part na to at 145. So, it's still active. I mean, it's still on play. On track pa rin siya to 150, which is the next resistance for Jollibee. Now, kung may hawak akong JFC, then most likely I will be holding pa lang muna until umabot siya ng mga malampasan niya tong 145, so mga 147, 148, no? And then wait kung ano mangyayari, if it will break out or if mauntog siya. Okay? So ayun. And I hope na ma-break na niya tong 150 dahil it has been a while. The last time na it was above 150 was pre-COVID pa, around March. So this 150 is quite a big deal for JFC na masurpass. Okay? So ayan, that's my take on JFC. Next up is MM. So Mary Mart. Kay Mary Mart naman, one news that I have found is it has partnered with the Food Panda to create what they call dark grocery, wherein yung delivery of the goods will be delivered in just 15 minutes, 1.5. So that's good kung kaya nilang magawa yon. Imagine groceries na can be delivered to your doorstep in 15 minutes. Diba? So, that's a good move. Ang binigay lang na timeline dito was, it should start in October. Well, October na ngayon, but I haven't seen updates pa after that. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But in terms of potential profit, which is very important for investors and traders, that is actually a good news for Mary Mart dahil that can give Mary Mart additional what do you call this, income stream, no, apart from their brick and mortar na mga physical shops. Okay, so now in terms of the chart naman, as we can see here, medyo sideways itong si Mary Mart from 212 to 325, no? Last week it tried to break yung 325 na resistance. Yun nga lang, wala, nausog, and kung napansin niyo, bumalik siya below that number. Ang mahalaga lang dito kay 3KMM is mag-hold etong 280, actually 285 ang nakikita kong immediate support for MM. Now, if we add that, gano'n lang kalaki yung upside kung 325 yung parang ang late masyado na ito. 14%. So, if may hawak akong MM and sa baba ako nakakuha, which by the way, I still have MM na nabili ko way back in IPO days. So, actually, konti na lang siya. Few thousand shares na lang siya. Nakapag-take profit na ako dito way back. Hindi ko na sabihin kung ano yung average, but medyo matagal na. So, ang naiwan na lang doon is few thousand shares na lang, And basically, profit na lang yun. So, ayun. Parang not a big deal kung masunog man siya or hindi. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on... Ay, sinabi ko na ba? Ayun, 204 and 325. So, up to you na lang kung how would like to work on those range. Okay? Next. Ito, meron pa tayong Mac. So, Mimi, meron pa tayong Mac. Okay. Okay. Meron pa tayong makukuhang si Mac ay oh, okay. Right, oo nga pala. Kasi humingi nga pala itong si Macro Asia ng extension to complete the requirement for the 10 billion Sangli Point airport project. And in-approve naman siya. Yun nga lang, hindi ko alam kung gaano katagal ang hiningi nilang extension. Kasi this was reported noong September 25. Yun, 90 days. 90 days to complete the requirement. Okay, so basically extension lang naman. Hopefully, ma-provide na nila yung kinakailangan. But nevertheless, Mac is, well, hindi ganun kaganda since it is linked to the tourism sector where struggling pa rin karamihan sa kanila because of the pandemic. No? In terms of the chart, we can see na sideways itong si Mac, which is good. At least nag-ano na siya. Yung term ko dyan is nagno-normalize na yung presyo ni Mac. No? Given this this range, no, from 333 hanggang 593, which is medyo malaki yung range, pero at least kahit pa paano dito na siya naglalaro. If you can see here, umabot siya all time to around 19 pesos. O may mas mataas pa dyan? No, 19 pesos. So, imagine, laki, no? If you have bought 19 pesos, tapos ngayon is just trading at 464, medyo masakit. But nevertheless, at least it's on the consolidation. That means if and when the price recovers, no, giving it a more solid foundation dito sa area na to, then the upside would be even better for Macro Asia. Kung kailan yon, that is something that we don't know yet. Okay. Now, if you have or if I have Mac, what I'll do is dalawa yan. If I have the patience to wait, then I'll wait. Otherwise, I'll just go to another stock na medyo mas active para medyo gumagalaw yung pera ko. But again, if okay lang sa inyo na nagpapatulog ng pera and mag-aabang na lang when there's a movement, then Mac is okay. Okay? Especially if mapunta nga sa kanila yung sa Sangli, no? That's a huge one for a huge win for Macro Asia. Okay? So, ayan. Cut loss point 393. Target is 593. Next is RCI. Ano ba yung Rojas? Rojas and Company. Okay. Hindi ko masyadong kilala itong si Rojas and Company. And even the volume is not that good. Well, okay na rin siya kahit paano. It's averaging around almost 5 million volume per day. So, good enough. Pero hindi ko... Rojas and Company, is this the same Rojas na katandem ni Ortigas? Not sure. So, but nevertheless, siguro chart na lang tayo with this one. Range ko is 110 hanggang 130. And there has been a confirmed bounce dito sa 110 noong September 21. And it's now going up. So that's good. Even itong MA200 is up na rin. I mean, na-break na rin itong MA50 pala, sorry. MA50 has been broken. So it's now on track to 130. Hopefully, umabot siya. If you have RCI, then just wait. Okay lang. Kasi medyo maganda naman yung average mo kung sa baba ka nakabili. And the target is 130. Same thing kung halimbawa nag-aabang ka pa lang kay RCI. So, ayun din. Wait for the bounce at 110. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on RCI. Next is, before we go to WPI, medyo tingnan ko tong comment box. Let's see. Sabi ni Kaloy, for long term, which is better, MEG or DMC? MEG or DMC, I would go with DMC dahil holding company si DMC. That's my quick answer. Si Albert, thanks. Take note ko advice regarding MBT. According to Nomura, MBT outperform other banks. Outperforming in terms of what? Parang may nabasa rin akong ganun. Hindi ko lang maalala yung performance niya, no? Kasi if I'm not mistaken, East West and SECB have a really good first half. While MBT medyo nag-struggle sila in terms of profit ng first half, if I'm not mistaken. May BDO Nomura ako kaso nga lang hassle kasi siyang gamitin dahil kailangan mo pa mag one time pin lagi pag nasisiraan ako ng bike kakahintay lang sa ganun. So I don't really use my Nomura, or I don't really open Nomura anymore. Sabi ni Raymond, Nomura platform kayo, sir. May Nomura ako. I have positions sa Nomura. Pero hindi ko na siya masyadong ginagamit. Si Albert pa kausap mo. Sorry naman, nakikisabat. Yeah. Okay. Day trade kay Nomura. Sabi ni Albert, I don't recommend day trade kay Nomura. Madalas maghang and slow response. Yeah, I agree with Albert on this one. Medyo mabagal yung nila, platform nila. Research for research purposes. Okay, sige, hayaan ko na kayo mag-usap dyan, okay lang. Sabi ni Melchor, RCI is with URC and ROHAS. Ayun ba yung kanina? Yung sa URC? Rojas Holdings. Okay. Sino si Rojas Holdings at sino si Rojas & Company? Weird. Anyways, hindi ko sila masyadong kabisado, Melchor, so pasensya na. Ayan. But anyways, yun yung take ko with the RCI. Now, let me go back dun sa saan ba yan? So, WPI. Ito, another thing na hindi ko kabisado si Waterfront Hotels. Okay. Just like what I have mentioned on my other reviews, no, I don't usually trade yung mga stocks na less than 3 million volume per day dahil susceptible sila sa hype and sa sell out and very volatile. So that's why I don't go with those kind of stock, no. However, kung bibigyan lang kita ng info dito on what I see on the chart, WPI is on a sideways trend. So, ano siya ngayon? Consolidation with a price range dito sa part na to. So, from 3,600 hanggang 4,600. Okay? So, yun yung nakikita kong price range niya. So, same thing. If may hawak akong WPI, then kung may hawak akong WPI, I'll be selling it na. Dahil as I've mentioned, yung criteria ko na less than 3M, hindi ako magde-trade doon. So, ayun. Okay. Although may strong volume dito sa part na to, no? Hindi ko lang alam kung bakit. But anyways, yeah. So, I'll let you be with that price range na nakikita ko. Next. Aboitiz. With Aboitiz power, so power sector, meron ba tayong makikita rito? Wait lang. APS remitted 40 million to various Cebu local government as of end of September as part of compliance with DOE order. Ano tong DOE order na to? Wala na ako makita. Medyo na-curious ako dun ha. Ano yun? Multa or natalo sa kaso? I don't know. Well, anyways. Sa akin siya i-research ulit. But with AP, so same thing, no? AP is on a sideways consolidation from 23 hanggang 30 pesos. And at the moment, nasa kalagitnaan siya ng range. So, still boring. If may hawak akong AP, then I'll just wait it out. Tingnan ko kung ano pwedeng gawin dyan. Cut loss, immediate cut loss is at 24.31, while target is 30 pesos still. So, same thing. Most likely kung na-cover ko na tong si AP, kung inabot mo siya before, same lang ng sinasabi ko dahil basically, wala eh. Yun lang talaga siya. Unless there's a significant move from AP. When I say significant move, either it breaks down or it breaks up. So saka lang mag-change yun. Okay? Next. APL. Ano APL? Apollo Group. Interesting. Okay. Hindi ko kilala si Apollo Group. Meron bang news dito? Okay. So, hindi ko alam kung sino tumutulak ng presyo dito kay APL, pero as you can imagine, 52-week high siya ng Thursday, 52-week high ulit siya kahapon. And okay. So, malaki pa ang marami ang buyer side niya. So that tells me na mukhang may gas pa itong si APL on Monday. Which means it could open up higher. Yung nga lang hindi ko kayang sabihin is kung how it will end up sa closing. No? And currently nagkakaroon siya ng magandang volume. Okay. This is me being a conservative trader, no? Given na unusual yung volume na ginagawa nito ni APL at this time, I wouldn't touch APL at the moment. Okay? Unless may significant news talaga for APL. And at least a quick check in Twitter didn't give me any significant news to support uh, yung magandang rally niya. Having said that, that tells me also na more on price movement lang ito. Ibig sabihin, it's just speculative. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on APL. If may hawak kang APL, then good for you. Wait out na lang kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. Kasi, this still remains the support for me. No? Fifth, ano to? 590. So if 590 can hold, then that's good. Target price, there is no target price for 52-week highs. Ay, sorry. All-time highs lang pala yung wala. Pero 52-week high meron. And that is this one. Saan na siya? Nawala. Ayun. 680. Tama ba? Yeah, 680. Ang target price niya. For me, Okay? Ayan. So, that's my take on APL. Hindi ko na masyadong mapahabain dahil siguro man hindi naman marami sa inyo yung may interest kay APL. But at least, if you have then, ayun, immediate support at 590. Pwede nyo siyang gawing cut loss point. And then target price is 680. Next, APVI. Okay. Here we go again with APVI. APVI, kung meron ka man ito or wala ka man ito, I will strongly suggest wag na kay APVI. Okay? Dahil walang future walang future si APVI at this time, and even if I have 5 years, baka I would rather go with other stock, wag lang si APVI. Simple reason is masyadong maliit na company itong si APVI, and just imagine ang market or ang minamanage lang nito is just one property, which is not even a mall but a wing. So isang wing lang ng mall, not even the whole mall na yon. Nakalimutan ko kung ano yung pangalan nung mall na yon, but it's just a wing. So given that we are on the pandemic right now, lesser foot traffic on the malls, you can do the math. But yeah, I will not go with APVI in the next 2 years. As long as there's a pandemic going on. Okay? And next, MWC. Ito. Si MWC is doing really, really well in the past couple of days. Ay, okay. Bumalik na pala siya. Yun lang. Okay. I really thought na magdidiretso itong si MWC after it broke out from 15 pesos, pero mukhang umatras pa pala siya. Okay. News dito kay MWC, they had reached an agreement with Antipolo government to build and maintain yung ang pangalan nun, dam, ay yung construction of the Hinulugang Taktak sewage treatment plant. Okay? So si MWC yung gagawa at mag-manage nung sewage treatment plant na yon sa may, alam ko, falls yun, di ba? Taktak Falls. So, ayan. And with that, as we can see here, the price is doing well. MWC is currently on an uptrend. no? Characterized by this trading channel or this trade channel na to. So it's still good actually for MWC in terms of the charts. Medyo magulo lang siya, I know. Sorry naman. Ayan. Okay. So, but nevertheless, yeah, if may hawak akong MWC, then I'll wait for this line here kung mabibreak etong support na to, which is below 1430, 1430, no? And then at the same time, ang target price ko sa kanya will be at around 19 pesos. So medyo mataas to. At the same time, kung halimbawang nag-aabang ako kay MWC, then I'll just wait na medyo lumapit siya sa 1430. And then magkaroon ng bounce. Just like what happened here. Oh. So bounce. Ang mahalaga dito is ma-register nyo pa rin yung higher highs niya. Or ma-sustain niya yung higher highs. That will give MWC more room to breathe and a better market sentiment in terms of the price charts. Okay? So, ayun. So, same thing din kung nag-aabang ako kay MWC, no? I'll just wait kung masusustain itong 1430. So, and then I'll just buy on the bounce. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on MWC. Save ko lang to. Aboitis, tapos na tayo dyan. Bloomberry. Saan na ba yun? Okay, so si Bloom. Wala na ako masyado nabalitaan dito kay Bloom. Pero as we recall, operations have already started for the casino sector or sa gaming sector. So, which is a good sign. I doubt na nag 100% operation na sila. Most likely hindi pa. The last news that I got was 30% operation. And they are working on 50%. So, it will be a gradual increase of capacity for the gaming sector, no? However, still isa sila sa pinaka-susceptible pagdating doon sa pandemic dahil once na umangat na naman yung numbers natin ng yung COVID cases sa Philippines, and the government declare or to bring back yung quarantine rating natin from today, naka GCQ tayo, di ba? To either MECQ or kung ano pa yung isa, nakalimutan ko na. Then that means casinos will have to be closed once again, and that will significantly affect yung profit for Bloom or any casino or any gaming company. Okay? Now, on the chart, we can see here na same thing din, no? Consolidation sideways itong si Bloom. With a price range of 602 hanggang 8 pesos. 606 or around 6 pesos, 6 to 8 pesos. Yun yung nakikita kong range para sa kanya. And at the moment, it's at around 707, which is nasa gitna na naman. So, still boring for Bloom. Now, this is just an idea, okay? I'm not sure if this will happen, but I am hoping that it will happen. Wherein the casino or the gaming sector will continue its operation, okay? In the foreseeable future. If that happens, na walang interruption sa operation nila, then I think that the price of Bloom is already at its lowest, or it has already met the bottom, and for Bloom to rally na. So it's about to rally. Okay? Okay, but then again, as I have mentioned, it's just an idea wherein ang main premise nito is that no more interruption sa kanilang operation. Okay? So, ayan. Now, if I have bloom, then at kung nasa gitna naman siya, then I'll just wait it out. Tingnan ko lang kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. I can set another cut loss point here at 665, and then target is 8 pesos. Okay? So same thing din para dun sa mga kung halimbawa nag-aabangan ko si Bloom, I would still go with 665 and then target of 8 pesos. Okay? So that's my take on Bloom. Next up, SECB. Okay. So with SECB, so same thing din, no? Wala ako masyado, SECB, meron ba? Din. Okay. September 30. Healthy liquidity and capital position. Okay, tingnan natin ha. So SECB will be entering the second half with a healthy balance sheet. Well, maganda naman kasi kinita nila in the first half actually. So they have the cash flow to support that, which is good. Okay, so nothing new. Same thing dahil nga din doon sa anong pangalan ulit nun? Nakalimutan ko na tuloy. Anyways, so ayun no, with SECB, same thing with other banks that I have mentioned kanina when I discuss about MBT. This actually affects BDO as well. Pero as you know, BDO is really medyo nagkakaroon siya ng magandang rally, no? Same thing with the MBT. Actually, sabay sila. Even before, during the COVID situation, MBT and BDO goes toe to toe, no? Pag green candle yung isa, green candle din yung isa. Pag red din. So I'm not sure what's happening with those two. Maybe because halos same sila ng market share, something like that. Okay. But kay SECB, I still like SECB fundamentally dahil maganda yung earnings niya or relatively better earnings compared to other financial sectors. On the chart naman, we can see here na it's doing another sideways consolidation from 77 hanggang 114. No? I tried to draw a line here. Nasabi ko baka this is already an ascending triangle. Unfortunately, kailan ba to? Nabasag kasi itong support line ko nung 24. So that means this one is not anymore valid. So remove ko na lang yan. Having said that, let me try to put on another support line here. Ayan. Okay. Ay. Sorry, wala to. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, this support line gave this trade range of about 14% potential upside. No? Yung nga lang, nasa gitna pa rin kasi itong presyuhan niya eh. So, medyo boring pa rin to. If I have SECB, I'll just wait kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. Cut loss, 87 pesos and target price of... Okay. My target price will be 115 pesos. Okay? So, ayun. If mag-aabang naman ako kay SECB, so same thing. 87 pesos ako mag-aabang sa kanya. Okay. Next up. Quick check, last check on our comment section just to be sure. Saan ba ako nag-stop? APL, UR. Si Erimar URC paangat po ba? Si URC, alam ko na, okay. Si URC, natapos na kasi natin si URC. So, Erimar, ano na lang, I'll post the recording tomorrow with the timestamp and stock code. So, you can review yung naging analysis natin over URC. Doon na lang, para at least, kasi ang gusto ko makarami pa tayo dito sa natin. James Tamayo, may disclosure yung APL. James, if you can share yung link nung sa disclosure so we can check kung ano yung nangyari sa kanya, would appreciate that. Kasi hindi ko hindi ko ginagalaw kasi si APL so I really have no idea kung ano nangyari talaga doon. Tataas po ba ang bloom pag release ng PS5? PS5? Kasi classified gaming. Nice one. So, no. Walang kinalaman walang kinalaman ng PS5. Diyan nakapag ka ba? Nag-pre-order ka ba ng PS5? Ako kasi if you have seen yung nag-post ako nung nakaraan, so I have my project PS5. So, I plan to get the fund to buy PS5 sa market. So, hopefully, magawa ko siya. Yongli, Webin Axilum. Sorry, hindi ko na siya, I don't think abutin natin si Webin Axilum kahit isama ko siya. Ken naman ay Sir Dito. Ken, natapos na natin yung Dito. Actually, isa yung nasa taas. So, just like what I have mentioned to Erimar, watch out na lang nung recording ko. Nung recording neto tomorrow, I'll post it together with the timestamp and stock code para madali mo siyang ma-review. Okay? That also reminds me, guys, once again, nakapin na yung YouTube channel natin. So, hopefully, you can subscribe so that ma-notify kayo kapag meron tayong or pag na-i-upload ko na yung recording netong weekend stock review natin by tomorrow. Okay? So, ayan. Ano pa ba? Costco, Erimar, sorry, hindi ko na mako-cover si Costco. Sabi ni John, walang pambili. Okay. Walang problema. Mag-project PS5 ka na din para sabay tayo. Hopefully makakuha tayo, bigyan tayo ng market ng pambili ng PS5. Sabi ni Binol BSC, sorry Binol, hindi ko na siya mako-cover dahil I doubt kung mauubos ko pa tong nasa listahan ngayon. Okay? So, ayan. Sige. So, that's it for the comment section. Now, let me return dito sa listahan natin. So, we stopped at SECB. Next is smph. So, as I mentioned kanina dun nung nag-discuss tayo ng MEG, wherein sabi ni SMPH hindi nila ma-meet yung target nila for this year, which is expected dahil sa pandemic, no? So not really a news anymore at this time. Okay? However, kung mapapansin natin dito sa chart, SMPH is doing consolidation and mukhang naka-price in na yung total risk for SMPH dahil kung mapapansin niyo halos hindi na siya bumaba below 28 pesos. Okay? Having said that, range natin is 28 to 34 pesos. And kung mapapansin niyo, after nyo mag-consolidate dito sa bandang baba, nagkaroon na ng magandang rally noong Wednesday. And hanggang kahapon. So, at least that tells me na itong part na to, nakapag-bounce na or it has successfully bounced from the support. Etong si SMPH. Okay? Now, if may hawak akong SMPH, then I'll just wait kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. And then, see kung aabutin niya yung target price ko na 34 pesos. Now, kung halimbawa, nag-aabang ako kay SMPH, so same thing. Most likely, hintayin ko siya na medyo bumalik ulit lumapit sa 28 pesos. Okay, and then again, target ko is 34 pesos. Okay, so ayan, that's my take on SMPH. Next up is MRC. Okay, with MRC Allied, hindi ko pa na-research to, so I'll just go straight ahead dun sa technicals, no? As we have, I think we have discussed this one a couple of weeks back, no? The range that I saw here is at around etong 1780 hanggang 2700, which is medyo mataas yun, ha. And right now it's trading here at least on this level, no, from 2320 hanggang 2700. Okay, so as we can see here, mukhang nagko-consolidate na sila dito sa part na to. Adjust ko na lang siya. Ayan. So, and that is a good sign for MRC. If I own MRC, then I'll just set my cut loss point dito sa 2285, and then target ko 2700. So, and then same thing din kay kung mag-aabang ako. Yung kanina kasi is kung may hawak ako pala, no? Ngayon kung mag-aabang ako, so ayun, titingnan ko to on Monday kung ano mangyayari. If 2285 holds, then that means most likely this support line is solid, and potentially the price can bounce back above, pataas, no? So ayun. However, again, MRC is, for me, it's not worth to trade, at least at this time. Medyo, ay, wait lang. Oh, okay, wait lang. Bibigla ako nakita dito. I think this is a head and shoulders pattern. Interesting. Okay. So, here's the thing with the head and shoulders pattern. This is a reversal pattern. So, that means it came from a downtrend, no? So that means it could potentially go up, which is a good news to MRC holders. Yun nga lang, it has to it has to confirm. And at the moment, mukha pa lang siyang confirm, pero we can see, or we have to wait kung mabibreak niya itong tawag ito, resistance line na to. Etong handle na to. No? If it does, then medyo malaki to. Kasi usually ang target price for a cup is yung 3/4 nung cup, which is essentially this. Saan ba yun? So from here, diba? So let's say 3/4 is, tatansyahin ko na lang, mga ganto kataas. So that means, tama ba? Dito tama, dito sa taas. From the breakout nung handle. So baka umabot ng 3300 ito. Okay? Again, if this cup and handle has been confirmed. Okay? Kasi ngayon, in progress pa lang siya. In progress. So, ayun. So, yeah, that's my take on MRC. Next up, MWIDE. 9:58 na pala, no? Sige, try natin bilisan. Okay. So, with MWIDE, straight na lang tayo sa ano, it's on the consolidation phase. And as we can see here, mukhang itong 686 is our support line. Okay. And at the moment, mukhang nagsustain naman itong si 686 sa kanya. So, which is a good sign. However, gano'ng kalaki ang ano na ito? So, around 16% potential upside for MWIDE if matuloy ang 798 or around 8 pesos na target for MWIDE. Okay? Now, if I own MWIDE, ang gagawin ko dito is I'll just wait kung ano mangyayari on Monday. If this holds, then good news. If not, then cut. So, ganun lang ka simple. Same thing if I am waiting, watch list for MWIDE. Actually, hindi ko gagamitin si 686. Instead, I'll just wait at 618 or 620 na level. Doon ako mag-aantay kay MWIDE. Dahil masyadong maliit yung upside if dito lang. So, why not go with 618 or 620 and target at 620 na, di ba? Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on MWIDE. It's 9:59, so I'll pick 3 na lang dito, no? I'll pick 3. No, I'll make it 4. I'll pick 4 kasi medyo maganda yung isa. I'll go with Shell, Italpinas, SCC at saka ACEN. Okay? So, Shell, Italpinas, SCC, tsaka ACEN. So, sila na lang yung last 4 ko. Okay? Okay. Namla ako. Okay. So, let's start with Shell. Okay. So, ayun, basag. Is this a 52-week low or all-time low? Yes, it is a 52. It is an all-time low for Shell Philippines. Bakit? Meron ba tayong makukuha na ano? Ayun, okay. Oo nga pala, kasi nagbenta nga pala ito, yung share nila sa Malampaya, ang SHLPH. Okay. Ito yung nakakatakot, no? Biglang nagko-pull out na lang basta hindi man basta-basta pero nagko-pull out na yung ibang ano especially dun sa oil companies. And Shell, although bago lang tong si Shell na nagpalista sa PSE, pero Shell is one of the biggest oil players not only in the country but even outside the country. Even it is a global player. No, so yeah, okay. Now let's go to the charts. Just like what we have discussed kanina, ay hindi pala, 52-week high lang pala yon. Okay. When there is an all-time high or an all-time low, here's one thing that we have to take into consideration. Okay. If it's an all-time high, then there is no target price. Okay, let me repeat that. If it's an all-time high, there is no target price. So, ang ginagawa ko doon is I'll just wait sa kung saan siya magko-consolidate sa taas. Or kung saan siya magpo-pull back sa taas. then doon ako mag-a-analyze kung saan yung magandang target price. Okay, kasi we are doing support and resistance kapag nakakita tayo ng consolidation, di ba? Pero kung yung stock is doing an all-time high, then there is no resistance. Ang meron na lang doon is price action. Okay? Now, this is the same with an all-time low. Unfortunately. Sa all-time low, there is no support. So that means, kung sa all-time high, sky's the limit. Sa all-time low, there's no limit na. So it can go as low as kung magkano niya gusto. Okay? And if we recall, itong si Shell, it debuted sa PSE way back 2018, 2017 at around 60 something pesos. 2016 pa pala. Okay. At 67 pesos. So IPO at 67 pesos, went as high as 80 pesos, and then from there now is at 14 pesos na lang. Medyo masakit no. Especially sa mga bumubodega kay SHLPH, which is very unfortunate. But then again, wala naman makakaalam kung ano mangyayari, di ba? So, and that's why it's called a risk. Okay? So, yeah, if you own SHLPH, then I would be selling. Kasi, tingnan natin sa bid and ask. Okay, so sure, there is a big buyer's side dito. And that is good. However, as I have mentioned kanina, sa all-time lows, there is no support. So, it may be that this is the support. Pwede. Pero pwede rin naman na mas mababa pa dyan. Pwedeng, ano lang to, ano ba yung reverse ng pullback? Pull up? I don't know. Mini pullback lang siya from going down, and then pagka pullback, baba ulit. Okay, so same thing siya, same concept applies doon sa pagka nag-go all time low. Okay, so if I own SHLPH, I will be selling regardless kung support na nga ba ito or hindi pa, dahil the market is very negative, has a really negative bias over the company, and couple that with a no support stock, so double whammy. I wouldn't touch it. Delikado lang yung pera ko dyan. Okay, now kung nag-aabang kayo kay SHLPH, maybe move on to another stock muna, and then wait for maybe 1 to 2 weeks. Tingnan natin kung saan pupunta yung presyo nito, or kung ano yung magagawang support. Okay? So yan, that's my take on Shell. Next, IDC. Okay. So, IDC, ito if we recall, nasa natin siya. Price range is 153 hanggang 240. Okay? Now, the good thing about this one, is it good ba or bad? Up to you Up to you. If meron akong hawak na IDC, then I will be I will be monitoring kung anong gagawin ni IDC on Monday. Dahil, kung mapapansin natin dito, umabot na siya dun sa resistance niya at 239. And then, etong week na to, this tells me na may untog factor itong stock na to at 239. Okay? However, kung mapapansin natin dito, there is still a really good support dun sa buyer side at 1.37 million. Or about 4 million times 2.36 . Okay? Okay? That tells me na it could open higher. Okay? But then, as I've mentioned, since it just tells me na it could open higher, it doesn't mean na it will also close higher. Sana, pero we don't know. Okay? Now, having said that, going back dun sa sinabi ko kanina, if I own IDC, I will be watching on Monday kung ano gagawin nito. The good news will be dalawa. It's either a green candle na ganito yung itsura niya. Full candle full candle. Okay? Ayan. Na ganyan. Or a breakout. This would be the ideal scenario for IDC. Okay? If this happened, then stay put. Hold lang. Okay? Now, if let's say for example, let's say it opened higher pero it closed below. So, eto siya pa rin. Nag-close siya below. Then, that tells me na confirm na yung untog niya dito sa 239. And that is also my signal to partially sell. Partial sell. Okay? Para makatikim ako ng profit sa kanya. Okay? So, ayan. Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ako kay IDC, then same thing. As a conservative trader, what I normally do is kapag biglang nag-breakout ito, I'll wait for the pullback. And pullback must not go beyond or must not go below 240. That's the healthy pullback for me. Okay? And that is also a good sign for me na, okay, I could consider entering the stock. Okay? So, ayan. Yun. So, those are my take on IDC. Next. SCC. So, SCC, I'm not sure kung naka-recover na itong SCC na to sa negative earnings nito in the past couple of quarters. Kailan ba ilalabas yung January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. July, August, September, October. Okay. So malapit na pala. Q3 Q3 earnings report. We could see hopefully by starting third week of October. No? So we'll see kung naka-recover nga ba itong si SCC. Kasi in the past 2 quarters hindi. Yeah, minus 70%. Annual is minus 19%. Q1 is minus 43%. So hindi maganda yung earnings natin ni SEC at the moment. Although as we know, SEC is one of those companies na who is giving really good dividend yield. So that's a plus for SEC. However, remember that dividends are coming from the retained earnings ng isang company, diba? So if the earnings of the company is low, then two things could happen. Number one is either there would be no dividend for that year, or I mean for the following year, or may dividend pero baka maliit lang. Kasi syempre, di ba? The company has to have working capital and should have better cash flow management kesa sa magbigay ng dividend. So those are some things that you could consider for with regards to Semirara. Okay. Now, having said that, let's check the chart. Okay. So with this one, I can see na yung price range natin dito is at 861 hanggang 1093 or around or 11 pesos. 861 up to 11 pesos. And at the moment, the stock is trading at 995. So kalagitnaan na naman siya. Which is kind of boring dahil parang ito yung sala sa init, sala sa lamig. So you really can't make a really good not prediction but analysis on how to deal with this kind of stock, no? But what I normally do is if I own a stock of SEC at ganito yung nakikita ko sa chart nila, then I'll just hold on. Tingnan ko kung ano pa yung potential movement niya. And then I'll set my cut loss price here at 926. Okay? While my target is at around 11 pesos. Same thing kung halimbawa nag-aabang ako kay SEC, no? But this time, instead na mag-abang ako at 926, I'll just wait sa 860. Etong part na to. I'll just wait here. Otherwise, I can also wait for a breakout dito sa 11 pesos. That's also another potential play for me kung nag-aabang ako kay SEC. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on SEC. Next up is ACEN. This is the last stock. So, save ko muna yan. Okay. With ACEN, latest news dito was they had made a joint venture between UPC Renewable and AC Energy. So they are 50-50 partners on a this should if matuloy yung plan nila, they are planning to build the largest solar power plant in Australia with around 700 megawatts capacity. 720 megawatt capacity. Okay, so this is targeted to be the biggest in Australia, and they are planning to do this in about in 2 years. So this should be aligned doon sa target ni ACEN na 5,000 megawatts by 2025. Okay? So yun, that is a really good news for ACEN. Although these are big investments, no? So kung napansin niyo, medyo mataas yung demand sa kanya, especially for the solar. Because a lot of companies a lot of government are already pushing for a green for a good renewable source of energy instead of using coal or gas power, no? So ayan. Now in terms of the chart naman, as we can see here, ACEN is really doing good, no? This couple rallies here or 3 rallies here is a really good sign. Okay? Now, at the moment, si ACEN ay nagkakaroon ng consolidation dito sa area na to from 3 pesos up until 325. Okay? As I mentioned kanina, I also have ACEN. So, I have already set a cut loss since yung ACEN ko kasi is nasa first metro wherein merong cut loss na feature. So, sinet ko na yon. If it goes below 3 pesos, it will be sold. Okay? So, ayun. Just like this one, if may hawak akong ACEN, yun nga, as I mentioned, 3 pesos. If mabasag yung 3 pesos, mag-close sa 3 pesos or below 3 pesos, then I'll sell. Okay? Target price ko, I set it at 325, pero ang plano ko dito is I'll also partially sell it kapag pag umabot ako ng 325. Partial pa lang yan. Okay? Kasi I think there is still room for a potential parabolic run kay ACEN, no? And actually, that is also the all-time high. Yun nga lang, as I've mentioned, nung nag-pullback na kasi siya, medyo nagkaroon na siya ng range dito sa part na to. So that's why I have created this small range to guide me on how to more efficiently trade ACEN moving forward. Okay? So unless mabasag itong 3 pesos or itong 3.25, then that's the only time na meron akong gagawing move. Okay? Ayan. So yan, that's my take on ACEN. Let me check. Meron pa ba? So I think yun na tayo, no? Let's see. Sige, we'll try to answer some questions. Sabi ni Jess Mark, ano ang effect ng buyback ng mga companies sa price ng stock? Madami kasing buyback si MWIDE and AGI. Buyback is a positive has a positive effect on a stock. Okay, normally kapag merong nag-a-announce ng buyback, then that means madalas yung price nito ay nag-rally pataas, no? Simply because investors and traders feel safer kapag yung company is trying to buy some of their shares from the market at a particular price. Dahil if they do that, then that means okay, the company believes na yung price na yon is already below or is already cheap. So okay na to buy. Parang ganun. Ganun yung mentality. So I have seen the buyback of MegaWorld, AGI, meron ba? I'm not sure. Hindi ko pa nakikita. MPI has also buyback. Axilum has also buyback program of around 500 million peso worth. Ano ba yung mga buyback ngayon? I think yun lang yung alam ko. No. Mon AC, sorry hindi ko na siya naabutan, but the main news dito kay AC is yung ano nila, yung si IMI, one of their subsidiary. If we recall, si IMI, a subsidiary of IMI went on an IPO sa New York Stock Exchange and it didn't go well. When I say it didn't go well, the price was around $15, but then upon listing, dumire-diretso na siya sa baba. So umabot yata ito ng $12 na lang. Ano pa ba? Genyu tapos na all HC. Genyu hindi ko inabo yung all HC. So sorry. Ian, si Meg, natapos natin si Meg kanina. So watch for the recording tomorrow. Green ni Ian, hindi ko inabot si Green, pero I also own Green. And sa ngayon, I'm still holding Green. Yun na lang ang masasabi ko sa ngayon. Kasi hindi ko na siya inabot na ma-review. Okay? So, ayan. That's it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I apologize kung hindi ako nakapag-live last week. So, ayan. Tomorrow, I'll be posting the recording of this weekend review so that you can review it for your portfolio. Okay? So, once again, guys, maraming salamat for tuning in. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel para ma-update kayo once we have the video tomorrow. And good luck on your trading this week. Have a great day and best of luck. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.